I feel like I'm so lucky to have grown up here. This place has shaped me, and I think because of that, I have this responsibility that is inescapable. This is now or never. Molokai has never experienced such expensive electricity. If we fail at this, I am afraid to think about what it could mean. So JC, all this stuff right here can go too. Okay. Good enough. Molokai is a small island, only 7,000 people, but as much as 60% of our population identifies as Hawaiian or part Hawaiian. And that's amazing, you know, to live in a place, you know, that has mostly the people that were here from before, that has all of their cultures and traditions and practices. Feels like you're living in someplace real, you know?
One of the traits that is distinguishably Molokai is being really fierce protectors of our way of life, of our culture here. The majority of the businesses here are owned by our community members. They're small mom and pop shops. We don't have McDonald's or Starbucks, and that's how our community likes it.
Okay, can you guys see it from here? Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, he's a big, fat LTC. All right, let's check it out. If you grow up on Molokai, having a connection to nature is inescapable. And you're just reminded every day that we're just part of a bigger system. And that we're so lucky because things here haven't been ruined.
Hawaii's the most isolated land on this planet. And so historically was dependent on imported oil and coal for over 90% of its energy needs, which is a crazy thought if you think about it. If the ships stop coming, we're screwed, we have no energy, and fossil fuels are expensive.
Molokai has the highest electric rates in Hawaii. When we asked our community, what's your average electric bill? A majority of the people said that their bill were anywhere from $200 to $400 a month, and still rising.
So the gas is, you know, almost $6.50. I think electricity is over 50 cents per kilowatt hour. So the price of energy on this island is just, it's enough to crush you, you know. I live in a poverty zone, and my electricity bills are forcing me to choose how much food I can buy, how much school supplies I can afford for my kids. You know, it makes me question how I'm doing as a parent.
Hawaiian Electric, or HECO, has basically run our island grids for 100+ years. And it should be serving the people. It should be generating electricity in a way that's cheap or cheaper, and that means today doing it with renewable energy and not fossil fuels. But HECO is in the business of burning fossil fuels.
A lot of times the utility will come to our community and they'll discuss how we can save money by being more efficient, but never how they can better serve our community, how they can make electricity cheaper, how they could make it more available for the people who don't have it. I want you guys to hand me up these 2 panels. Oahu Energy Cooperative is a homegrown, community-built cooperative that works for the benefit of the people themselves. We want to build solar for everybody. Whether you're a renter, whether you're a homeowner, this is a way for the community to build a solar project that will make a profit from the utility. Community solar allows us to put a larger solar project all together in one place, and it allows us to share that energy no matter where they live on the island.
Instead of having the solar panels on your roof, they're all in one location. So that makes it easier to manage, to maintain, and hopefully it'll also bring the cost of electricity down.
It took us over a year and literally 1,500 pages to put this proposal together. And I can't say what the price is, but it is between $10 and $20 million. It accounts for 20% of the island's energy needs. And it feels like it's all on the line. And we find out in less than a week whether we got this project or not. We've all seen this year after year. There's so many failed renewable energy projects in Hawaii, and several here on the island as well, because this is what they do, right?
If they decide that we're not the chosen one for their projects, we still have to continue forward, because we have generational families on Molokai that are in need of this. So one way or another, we have to respond.
Yeah. You can go ahead and start unloading.
The land it never have any electricity, so I got a generator. So I used the generator all this time. It costs money. I just feel uncomfortable running a generator 8-9 hours a night just for lights.
We couldn't run a computer, a simple computer. And don't get sick and want to use the asthma machine, because we're going to have to go drive to auntie or uncle's house. Every day it's challenging. We just learn to overcome it all.
We were right up the road, and we just looked up and just saw a dark cloud. And I had a feeling when I looked at it that it was in our area. I actually got this for Christmas or Father's Day. He bought this set for me.
Yeah.
Brand new. I didn't even use it yet.
My college degree.
Oh, wow.
I know.
We had a black Labrador, a beautiful dog.
Yep.
I mean, super intelligent, and he was tied up on the cord to the tree, and it was
Right near the house,
in
yeah.
front of it. That was a real, killer for me, because we raised him from a little puppy, and that was our kid's first dog.
The fire inspector said whatever was on at the time probably tripped. And then with the propanes being there and gasoline, it just accelerated everything. By the time they put the fire out, everything was literally ashes.
I do have a lot of friends who I live with here on Molokai, people that I consider as family, and they live in a lot worse than I am. And I'm here doing this because if I don't, it'll be that much harder for us. I know that there are solutions out there. I know that if I can just raise enough money, if I can just find the right partners, if I can thread the needle, then, you know, maybe we can make this work. I just wanted to thank you guys for spending your class hours here helping this family. And I just hope that whatever skills you guys pick up from here, you guys can continue carrying those same values. In 6 short months, we've graduated 12 clean energy technicians. We're already installing systems for our friends and neighbors. We are a family. We're creating jobs now in the community where there were no jobs before. We're giving people livelihoods. You know, we're teaching their sons and daughters how to become solar installers, how to continue to do the job that we started. We have the most amazing board. We have the most amazing staff. I'm a volunteer, I get paid nothing for this. We're all doing this because it is exciting.
Right here. That's him.
I miss Grandpa so much.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, it's such a presence, huh? Like,
yeah, just like you.
my grandfather moved to Molokai in 1932 at the age of 18, specifically to work for Molokai Electric, to expand the energy that they had here on Molokai. And my father, who followed in his footsteps, he took over at Molokai Electric. He was looking at energy that's already in our environment that doesn't have to be shipped from around the world, basically to make energy more affordable for people here on Molokai. It wasn't appreciated by the energy sector at the time. You were like 30 years ahead of your time, you know what I mean? Or 40 years ahead of your time, you know?
I can tell you something, it's not good to be ahead of your time. It was not pleasant.
You know, I really never thought that I would be working in energy. So for it to come full circle like this and for it to be meaningful and yeah,
Well, I think
important
that
for me.
your basic nature is that you do good work. You're very careful, and then you're willing to learn. These are all things that your grandpa had.
More than 30 years ago, my father set aside 20 acres of land for renewable energy. And while that 20 acres and that renewable energy might not have been ready during his time, he set it aside for now. This is now or never. If we fail at this, I am afraid to think about what it could mean. I'm trying to leave a legacy for my kids, something that will benefit them and their peers. And the hardest part about climate change is that where I own my family home, where I've built my farm, probably when my kids are just a little older than I am, there's a good chance that that's going to be underwater. And so the hardest thing about this is that I've had to raise my kids with their eyes wide open. Climate change is going to happen. They have nothing to do with the fact that the seas are rising, that it's going to cover over their family legacy. Grab my cords, please. Okay, Makai, help me out. So what I want you guys to do is...
Well, with solar, what I'm most excited is being able to switch a light off and on. You know, we never got to do that. Whenever we had to turn something on, we needed to put gas in a generator, check the oil, turn it on. If it doesn't work, you know, just a lot of problem solving. But with a light, you know, with the solar, all you gotta do is just turn it up. I mean, turning a light switch, as simple as that, you take it for granted. But for us, it's a big deal.
I'm more excited about saving money.
True, yes.
Solar is the only way to go. It's a gift from heaven, you know what I mean? It's a gift of technology.
Having solar, I think, would have them have more of a normal life. Their life is going to change. Their life is going to change a lot. We're going to be very lucky.
Okay, and I'm just gonna double check our voltage on our system. Okay. Oh, look at that, 110. We got solar coming off the roof. Yay!
Ah, thank you very much, all you guys.
Happening, bro. Happening.
I think Molokai does serve as a model for the rest of the state, for the nation, for the world, because they can show how a community like this can come together and create bottom-up change to drive towards 100% clean energy and achieve these goals from the people, from the community, bottom up.
I think the world is ready to transition to renewables, and for the sake of our own survival, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it on our own. We're gonna do it in a way that is meaningful to us, and we're not gonna fail.